Hello everyone, another day, another stream. I always put the YouTube chat quickly here, because for whatever reason. Man, YouTube system is so shit. Just like, you know, whatever. Hello everyone. Yeah. Wednesday today, it's Wednesday, right? Yes, Wednesday. Yes, it's Wednesday. Would be nice. Oh, I can do this like this. Yeah. Sale point fix for stage boost when? Oh, am I doing it wrong? I'm doing it wrong. It should be like this. I already addressed this question yesterday, man. Like, yeah. We're already going, I think, literally 100 times faster than any other company, gaming company. You gotta be a little bit patient. It's probably gonna be in the next patch, which is gonna be next week. Because yeah, next week probably we'll have a big patch. So yeah. It's fine, man. Don't worry, man, Mr. Allman. Don't worry. We're just yeah, we're just working on stuff as fast as we can. Yeah, we're just doing yeah, making the fixing. Also, the event is looking good. I mean, a lot of people are gonna get involved, which is nice. So that's gonna create quite some buzz. Yeah. The stage boost is not time limited. It's there forever. Also doubled our revenue, which is crazy. Literally doubled our revenue. At least the first day revenue, which is the most. The biggest revenue you get in a game is the first day. Are you going to spend the rest of your life working on your game? No, man. No, fam. This is just a tool. The game will be a platform, though. It's not just a game. What I find very interesting, though, is there's a lot of layers in the game. Really a lot. And it seems to really benefit the longevity like crazy. Like a lot of the functionality gets lost in its complexity, but it's not really, you know, required to be aware of it. But if people play longer, they just discover new things to optimize, and it's really it's very satisfying for people, at least. So yeah, like it seems that the game just overall is really well paced, and it's really addictive, so that's nice. Hop on the trains, yeah, like this. The train ain't stopping to the moon, so you gotta hop on it. Also, I will start looking into investors as well. I said it already before, because yeah, like I honestly think we are in a position where we should start creating brand awareness and not just look at the dollars back for what we put in, because we are so much in the green. How is the 5-10% scaling increase working? The graph is just going down. Like we are now at the least amount we've ever spent per purchase, and we are almost at $10,000 a day. The numbers look insane. We're actually almost at 10K spending. Yeah. So far it's working out, and we're at 9K. Tomorrow we will be at 10K. And I think we will go up to 15K. So like in about a week from now, we will be at 10K, like 15K a day that we spend. Actually, it's gonna be more than that. Also, the money that we're getting from Google and Apple is really starting to look insane. It's like at the pace we are earning now, we're making 200K a month. More than 200K. That's a lot of money. We're actually making more money than we spend into ads. Yeah, fiat. Yeah, fiat. Well, maybe it's also G4G included. Without G4G, it's still around 200K or something. I looked a little bit in Tether Arena. Tether Arena is just I actually wonder how it's gonna pan out, because they spend, I think, at least $10 million at launching the game, and I actually see it just die down. I see it die down, cause yeah, if they don't get their money back. I mean, we are making more money than Tether Arena on the App Store and the Play Store, and our marketing budget is a fraction of theirs. Like I already explained this a lot last time, right? I already explained this quite in depthly, how a lot of companies don't have to make profit. What they need is they need to convince their investors to keep pumping money into their product, and if they manage to do that, then they basically just, they just pump money into the game. So as a result, like when they do a big, like a big push initially, if the money doesn't come back, right, it's just about being able to convince them to do another cash injection. But if the profit is not there, like, yeah, they have to convince in other ways. And if the investors are clueless, they can maybe, get some more cash, but else it just starts dying down. The investors are the one that loses the money, yeah. What are your links with Tyler 1? That's a strange question. We both play League. Well, used to play League. Yeah. Amazon is also fixed, which is nice. Titan Arena is a sinking ship, but they do a good job marketing-wise. That's actually not true. I want to say something about that. That's not true at all. You might say, like, why not? It's like, if you spend 10 million or even more, then it's easy to be perceived as good marketing. Good marketing is you put X amount of dollars into your campaign and you get X amount of dollars out your campaign. And the X amount you get out of your campaign is much more than what you put into your campaign. And that's not the case for Tet and Arena. Therefore, their marketing is completely shit. It's like it's an unsustainable way of going about it. A good marketing campaign is what we are doing. We're literally spending less than $4 per cost per purchase, and we're getting our money back in a month or two max. Like, that is fucking crazy. And we're now spending 10K. It's like easy to just, you know, like pump in what Raid Shadow Legends does, right? You might say like, no, Raid Shadow Legends does a really good job. They're spending literally billions on marketing. If you spend billions on a product, then of course everybody's gonna, you know about it. Question is it sustainable? That's what defines a good marketing versus a bad marketing. Just letting you know. Adriel COS, hello, Mr. Adriel, how you doing? If Titan Arena was yours, what would you do to go to the moon? I wouldn't have launched it. I wouldn't have made Titan Arena at all. Like, all this competitive PvP is not good. Definitely, if also money is involved, it creates a very toxic community. Also, it turns it into a job. It's an outdated gacha model. PvP just overall is outdated. It's well, some games are still doing okay-ish, but overall it's getting more and more casual because it brings about stress. When you have to play and compete with other players, it brings about stress. I know a lot of people say like, no, PvP, it's really crucial, it's crucial. You gotta find ways to bring about the competitiveness of a player out without them feeling bad for losing. That is the key. I don't understand how all of these major companies even get so much money in the first place when they seem to be bad with managing it, plus with overhead and everything. I don't get it. Well, they're bad compared to me, but like, they're competing with each other, right? They're not competing with me. So in the world of the blind, the people with one eye are ruling, right? I searched Clash of Streams today on YouTube for the purpose to learn about Purpose and Gubi, but I found a YouTube with 1.6 million views talking shit about you. But it showed a clip of you saying how you're gonna milk players of this game. What the fuck? Rip Ranik. He exposed me. I mean, like, I just had a moment on the stream where everything came out, and he just exposed me. The thing is, I'm just surprised how, but yeah, it doesn't matter. I want to be willing, but not for the charity, for me to be able to make money back, to get the milk back. But that's how it rolls, right? The best way, the best scam, right, is the one where the other person gains as well. You might say, but then it's not a scam. Well, yeah, it's then not called a scam, but you know, like scamming people, right? It's just dumb. You always got to think win-win, because if you think win-win, you can just keep it going. It's like, why, you know, cut the golden goose, the goose that lays golden eggs? Why cut off his head when you can just have him, you know, pop eggs, golden eggs all the time? And why keep all the eggs? And then the goose runs away. No, you share it. And that's how you can have an entire factory of gooses laying golden eggs. You just gotta share. Like the idea of taking advantage. It's a very shallow way of going about life. It's like, it's what you learn when you grow into scarcity, and where, you know, one's gains is the other losses. But in reality, we can all win together. That's why you have to get it to the top. Like, we can all win together. So yeah, that's why I can say stuff like I milk people or whatever the fuck, but at the end of the day, you know, like, people can create any and twist my words as much as they want. It's like, if you go to YouTube, right, and you see the docu video of the cults being exposed, right? We literally made a video, right? I don't know if you see it. It's so fucking funny. Because people just call me a cult leader. You think I go and tell them that it's not true? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, the best thing is you roll with it. When you try to argue with people, right, they just get triggered. They get, you know, they get emotional, and their ego get triggered. So the best thing is you just roll with it. It's the way to dismantle people, for them to be more open-minded, to look into your stuff or whatever. So like, I just made a docu about, you know, the cult, right? And it's just a hilarious video. Do you know that how many people actually think it's serious? It's really like, we literally, you know, throw a smoke bomb in a room and drag a guy outside the room naked. Well, censored, and people actually think it's real, with gas masks. It's like, we've come to a point where people live so much in rage culture and clickbait that people don't even take the energy to understand sarcasm anymore, because you're better off, you know, pretending everything is shit and bad, because then you score the most internet points. Sarcasm is like, less internet points than just, you know, being raged. So if you see a video like that, you know, like, people tend to rather rage than just understand the sarcasm and have a good laugh. So same applies to a lot of these clips that go around. It's just like, I'm not even trying to defend myself anymore. It's just, it does the opposite. So I just have a good laugh, and I just roll with it. So I do it with the milking, I do it with the cult, with the scam, with anything. I just roll with it. So that's the explanation for these videos going around. And you know what's funny? The people that make these videos know this too. Think that people believe this shit. You actually think people believe that I'm just being so blatant about it? They just use these clips to, you know, to create a narrative, to get more views, because drama sells. That's all. They're not in there to bring about the truth. Just like newspapers. Most of them, they're just there for sales. Without sales, they don't survive, and survival comes first. Same with these YouTube channels. If you have 1 million YouTube channels, then the top 100 that are just focused on drama are going to rise up. then obviously when you even look for my video, why is that even being featured at the top? So YouTube algorithm literally feeding you this shit. Doesn't feed you the truth. Doesn't feed you, you know, Athene wins documentary or whatever. It feeds what people want to see. Drama. So yeah, who is at fault? I don't even blame the guy. Was it Kira TV? Or was it, you know, like people make games or whatever the fuck? So like, I don't even blame them. It's just they play the game. And that's all. They just play the game. After you collect the pet, is there any reason to hold a pet? There is achievements that give you benefits. That's good to have it. Man, there's a guy on YouTube that is spamming stuff about Tyler 1. So yeah, that's the truth, that's the story. But nobody cares though. Do you need to keep the pets to get the next achievement? Yes. We are even making a patch where it will drop when you sell your pets. A week ago you told us to hold the sale points. I'm holding 25 and waiting maybe for the update. Yeah. If you had to start all over, would you make the same type of game? If you couldn't, what type of game would you make? It's a very strange question. Like 5 years ago? It's always, these hypothetical questions are always quite... Now? Oh, it's hard, man. It's hard. Like, now... I wouldn't make... So the game Clash of Streamers didn't work out, or what is it? Because everything is connected, huh? It's like, so... Yeah. What is the most important lesson you learned from making COS? I think one of the most important... It's a hard question because I can give answers to it, but if I would literally, if I could send one tip to the past, what tip would it be? Because that's how I look at it, right? I think we went about things really well though. Like I would say the biggest, well, I would say one of the biggest lessons I learned is that one person can move more than 20 when the person takes initiative and is committed. And trying to min-max people that don't put true effort is just minus EV as fuck. You're better off moving the work to people that really take it serious. And for those that just, don't care so much, are better off just doing more grindy stuff. While what I've tried to do for a long time here is lift people up. But what I've come to realize is the one that can lift someone up the most is themselves. It's not me. And I've really ran around a lot and prioritized it like crazy. And in retrospect, I shouldn't have done that. It was actually a big mistake. Because I knew that this was the case already with, trying to change people by talking to them, right? When I grew up, I tried to help my family, my friends, and I came to the realization really early on, when I was actually 15, that it didn't do anything. I was better off focusing on those that actually need it. And my experience here, what I've come to realize is the same with, trying to make people have a big impact. If a person doesn't care about having an impact, just the overhead to try and min-max them is actually better spent in focusing on other things. And the best thing is people just do, very easy tasks. Because what I feel is I feel responsible for people being able to have a huge impact. And I feel like when people are not doing things that are as effective as what they potentially could do, that it's on me. And I've come to realize that's not the case. I've realized this already a while ago. I've actually mainly come to realize this after the game was out. When one person did the work that the entire team would have done in like half a year to a year, well, not the entire team, but many, in 1.5 months, I started connecting all the dots. I went about the game in a very, very wrong way. We could have finished the game much quicker if the right people were working on the right things. We could have doubled to triple the speed. And that's really, it's kind of sad, but it is what it is. Another thing that I've also come to learn is if a person cannot clearly explain you what he's doing, he's full of shit. It's a very, very good tip. If you run a company and you ask someone what they're doing and they cannot explain you, it's because they're not doing anything. If you run around giving people the benefit of the doubt, which is what I do all the time, you get bamboozled a lot. I've come to really understand a lot more how to optimize things and how to also streamline my own time to be more optimal. It's very interesting. Well, don't know if all these things that I'm talking about is even useful for people watching. Because it's very much to do with management and all that stuff. Yeah. Having the right people do the right things is crucial. And the craziest thing of everything, right? That's maybe the saddest part of everything. Every single person is capable of doing crazy stuff, but they just settle. They don't push themselves. They don't even try. They settle with a grind. They don't even question whether what they're doing is impactful or not. And they can literally grind on a stupid little problem for days, maybe even weeks. They don't care whether it does anything. There is no feedback loop whatsoever. Even when there is really nice structure and direction being given, it's just like whatever. Others pops, like, the pets add to your achievement, like I said, so there is a reason, you know. It's not lost hope, like lost hope and all that stuff. It's none of that. It's just what I also realize, right? And I've said it many times, I really think that developing countries is the future for us growing. Like people like, for example, Adriel, right? I'm just giving you an example. Like, do you know how much, I don't know if he realizes it, because I compare it to people here, quite some people here. He's doing crazy much. He's doing more stuff in the Philippines with what he has than I think 10 to 30% of the people here, which is crazy. It's like, and the thing is, right, it's not that people here aren't good enough or whatever. It's just they don't try. Quite some just don't try. They don't try to excel at anything. It's really a shame. And those that do improve so much faster, learn so much faster. Like, it's such a shame. Because if everybody here would really, you know, do truly their best, right? Not just doing their homework or whatever, but actually connecting with having impact, doing their best, we could achieve 10 times more, even more than 10 times more. But I don't complain. It is what it is. Why don't you say it to them? Well, it is being said, like these things are being explained, but it's not being imposed. People are getting opportunities all the time here, but they just don't take them serious. And then we just we outsource it to someone else. It's really a mindset. And the crazy thing is, right, I have seen people that were really doing very little change overnight and do crazy much. And I've seen the other way around too. I've seen both ways. I know it's not a physical incapacity or anything. I've literally seen both ways, really overnight. It's just sad and sad, that's all. They don't want to live off me. No. I mean, at least at the end of the day, they're volunteers, but it's just like a lot of people that are here just don't know what to do with their lives. And this was just the easiest alternative. Because if you're about to, if you're in university or whatever and you hate it, and then you can join a group that actually does good, it sounds good. But it's also like, when you're here, you get into a grind. And you go like, okay, then that's it. And you're just grinding it. Normally 80%, I would say like, it's more than 80%. 90 to 95% of the work is done by 5 to 10% people. Of the actual work. I would say when it comes down to amplifying, just impact-wise, I enable people to have 100x impact, even more. That's why it's good that people, follow my direction and my leadership and trust me. Because if it wasn't for me, they would just be doing 9-to-5 jobs, most of them, if that. And now they're literally working on a project that will make billions of dollars, and it's working, it's successful. They've learned skills and everything. Like a lot of people that came over here were just lost. And at least, yeah, they know how to code and stuff, they grow. But even then, they could do so much more. How do you see it when they don't know what to do with their life when you are all working on the same project? I don't judge people. They know it themselves really well. They just have to take things more serious for themselves. Maybe everything is very easy here. It makes it easy for them. But then again, like, yeah. Do you think coming over shouldn't be a requirement to be part of the crew? People that are remote, right, do nothing. It doesn't work. Remote work just doesn't work. We've tried so many times. It just doesn't work. There's one person that does quite some remotely still, which I'm surprised by. But still, if he would be here, he could do exponentially more. Doesn't work for you, works for several companies around the world. So it's a management problem. I don't know. I think it's more how you define work. Like, we are stomping every company in the world in terms of mobile game results. It's like the bar that I set is just so damn high that what works for another person, for me, doesn't work. So you might say like, yeah, then you have to just change the way you look at work. No, that's not how you get top. That's not how you win. That's not how you change the world. That's not how you end poverty. That's not how you reach singularity. The way you achieve these things is by setting the bar extremely high. There's a lot of companies that are just, like 95% redundancy. The way I see what works, I think companies outside just don't work at all. They're just, they're just managing with what they do. They tap into, you have survival bias, right? For a big part. And yeah, it's just like they're not effective at all. That's my experience. I mean, I work a lot with companies, and people I talk to are almost all clueless. I'm more competent than experts in the field. But for real though, like, I'm not even making this shit up. It can sound so cocky, but it's truly the case. I'm more competent than lawyers, even top lawyers. I'm more competent than them. I've managed to find solutions that we paid more than $20,000, and I came up with a solution thinking about it for 10 minutes. Because it was not on my plate. Resorts these things out, says can't be done. In less than 10 minutes, I give a solution. He goes to the lawyers say, oh yeah, this works. Burning $20,000. And this is just like this. It applies to lawyers. It applies to advertisement, game design, like everything. Everyone I deal with, they just have less understanding in what they're talking about than me looking into it for not even an hour. It sounds really cocky, but I'm serious. It's truly the case. Man, like for advertisement, right? Advertisement didn't work. I was listening to experts, it didn't work. Our game would have been scrapped. I did it my way. And now we are one of, I think, the most profitable advertising campaign ran, I think, ever. Could be throwing millions, hundreds of millions. They would just say like, this doesn't work. I just do it myself and I carry it. So yeah, like I don't use these metrics outside the world. Like I don't use these metrics to optimize things because it's just so suboptimal. It's insane. I don't even like to talk about it because it sounds so cocky, but it's truly the case. No, I'm not even smart. I'm not even smart. I'm not even smart. I just think for myself. That's all. Like if there's a problem, I actually think. I try to understand what it is. It's like for advertisement, I understand. Like I had meetings with experts in marketing for the biggest companies in the world, right? Multiple meetings. I never did marketing advertisement through ads, never. I knew more myself. I was more insightful. And the insight doesn't even come from, like, it comes from trying to understand why stuff works the way it works. When I look at numbers, I try to understand why are the numbers going up? Why are they going down? Like, I don't just impulsively, try to throw something and see what sticks. I try to understand the dynamics. I will say something else, right? When it comes down to game development, the most crazy thing, the biggest, what is most impressive about the game is I made the game from scratch and we didn't change one thing. The game you play it is the way I designed it. In development and game design, you scratch 80 to 90% of what you work on. Diablo was made by 3 teams. 3 teams were making Diablo separately, and they took the best one. That's already 67% down the drain. Titan, they worked on it for 10 years and they dropped it. In game development, trial and error is just, it's the norm. If you want to see a game, you have to imagine like 80 to 90% of the work in the garbage from the get-go. That's the reality. That's the truth. You try again, you try again. I made this game and I hit bullseye without retries. Because if I would have had retries here, people would just have all quit. People come over here, they just think it's normal. You just work on a project and it succeeds. Isn't that normal? The game came out, it didn't immediately start going crazy. More than 20 people left. More than 20 people left. Now the game is making shit tons. Most of them will come back. Well, they're going to reapply, they're going to come back. But I'm just saying, like, people cannot even deal with failure. They can't. They're just used with, they think everything is success. It's easy, right? You just do something, you grind something, you don't think about it, and you win, right? No, that's not how life works. So yeah, like, I don't compare myself to others whatsoever. Because to say all this explanation, just to say like, I don't compare myself to others, because it's just sad. It's like me coming back into WoW and getting rank 1 in a week. That's actually fucking sad. There's people playing that game their entire life. And I come and I just stomp them in arena. What's up with that? And the reason why I also like, it's just a stupid example, right? Like, but why? Why does this happen? I mean, it's not normal, Like, it's not even because I'm so skilled or anything. Like, it's not like I'm some genius or whatever the fuck. It's because I try to understand, okay, what works, what doesn't work. When it comes down to World of Warcraft and Arena, like, so much is about team management, having a good team. and sticking to, you know, strategies and trying to improve. Because if you go into the arena and you just assume you're going to win the first game, the second game, you're just going to quit. You're never going to have a team you can stick with. It's the most important thing. Have a team that is open to improving. Every single member. You have that, you just go to the top. There's of course a bit more, like also figuring out, you know, some metas and stuff and some new strats, not just copying what other people do. Does everyone have the capacity of solving problems and being insightful like you? Everyone has the capacity to solve problems, and everybody has the capacity to be insightful. If you compare it with me, I've been doing so for a very long time. So obviously I will be ahead. But if you do really, you know, put effort and do not settle, then anyone is capable of exceeding me. But not by just sitting on your ass. I've already said this, and I said this before, right? If you take the most intelligent person of the past that we remember, let's say Leonardo da Vinci, right? Every single person that is watching this stream is capable of achieving more than Leonardo da Vinci. A lot more in their life. And you might say, like, that's not true. Like, the idea that you have about Leonardo da Vinci is not that, I mean, like, the contribution he actually did, right? When you look at it, I mean, like, you think about paintings, or he made some drawings about helicopters and stuff. Like, he did some stuff, but you can, like the tools that you have, the access to knowledge, you can excel so much because he didn't have it. How many geniuses were born as cavemen? Well, obviously you're going to be able to achieve more where you are now than them. Much more. So, like, when you ask me, can I achieve as much as you or whatever? Of course you can do even more. Because society, technology is giving you tools to excel. If you know, like 10 years, like 200 years ago, if you wanted to find an answer to a simple question, you had to go on a journey. While now you have to just type fucking one sentence in Google and you have the answer. The amount of effort you had to go through to bring any change was exponentially larger than now. You can literally, with the tap of a few buttons, make the difference on the other side of the world. 300 years ago, that wasn't the case. So when you come to me and say, like, Athene, am I more insightful, or are you more insightful, whatever, it doesn't fucking matter. You look at the tools that are, you know, in your vicinity, what you can use to excel, you make use of them, and just, you know, you just evolve and move forward, and that's it. Comparing yourself is such a, yeah, like comparing yourself on a value level, right? Because you can compare yourself to learn, of course, but if you compare yourself to see, am I worth it or not, that is just so dysfunctional. It doesn't make any sense. Every single person is just worth it as they are alive, and since, you know, we've come so far, you can do just so much good. And it's actually it's the saddest part, honestly, of my entire, rant here. It's that we can do so much good in the world and we have so much potential, and people are just being potato. Nobody cares about the world. We care about ourselves. It's even that. It's a very scarcity and narrow way of looking at yourself, because you are the world. It's one and the same thing. The distinction you make between you and the world is in your head. Literally everything you experience is part of you. Everything. The sense of separation is merely a practical one. And this is not some hippie bullshit either. Everything, like even right now, me talking to you, I'm part of you. Just as much as what you type in the chat is part of me. Why are humans trashing the world? It's not so much that humans are trashing the world. Everybody is just trying to survive. And once they get to a point where they can do it comfortably, they just keep doing it. I think that's maybe the best answer to that question. It's literally it's almost a plot of many, Hollywood movies. You first fight for a cause that you believe is righteous. And as you get dirty along the way, it becomes part of what you are, and at the end you don't even resemble of how you started. It's because you settle along the way. And that's when you start with the greater cause. A lot of people don't even start with the greater cause. They just start with trying to survive. So if you start with that, then you almost start, becoming the dirt. I'm even more in VIP 4 and just lost money, earned 0 so far. DJ Slux. Why does writing from COS cut my sentences in half? I don't know. I don't know why that is. DJ Slux says, I spent money on VIP 4 and I didn't make any money. I do want to say something about it, but I'm going to check you very quickly here, right? I'm checking your account here. Let's say you buy a lottery ticket, right? And you win the lottery, right? You go cash out your money. And while you cash out your money, you say like, you got your money all nice in your home, right? And you have it cold. You start, heating yourself by burning all the piles of cash. You got some nice warmth. Now you go to the lottery ticket. You say like, yeah, I bought this lottery. I didn't win. It's like, why? Like, well, yeah, we gave you the cash. What did you do with the cash? Well, yeah, I burned it because I was cold. You might say like, yeah, how does that refer to, you know, the game? It's like if you play the game, you gotta play strategically. If you want to make money, you gotta play strategically. If you just if you play the game very, you can spend in many different ways, and there is ways to spend money much more effectively than other ways. With sale points, buying, you know, these seasonal skins, these exclusive skins and stuff, and doing so, yeah, like it's the easiest cash ever. So maybe you should watch Adriel's videos and get some tips. Am I allowed to create 100+ accounts without getting banned? You cannot possibly play 100+ accounts manually. That's not even possible. Is he from the Philippines? I don't know if DG Slux is from the Philippines. I don't know. Rip Rannick, the only thing I can say is if we detect in any shape or form bot farms, we will strike it down. 100+ accounts really sounds excessive. Next patch will be next week, early next week. Will the patch have the number of skins in circulation shown? I think it should have it. I'm actually going to make a note to make sure it has it, because we really need that. But I don't know if it will be there yet. I don't know if you got my my answer, Mr. What's his name? DG Slux. You can easily trade and buy skins and buy exclusive skins as well, sell them for Krypton, give them to charity if you want, or export. You gotta put, yeah, you gotta... You can easily min-max. Yeah. Will there be seasons for the general pets? I don't understand that question. Is there a way to find people from my city playing COS in the game? In your city? In your country there is. In your city? No, I don't think so. But in your... Well, actually, no. Is it possible for the battle button to work automatically if you want to? We don't have that. We already have the bulk attack. The bulk attack already does automatic battles. No, the non-exclusive pets are just there. Yeah. The same country. I'll show you. Every leaderboard in the game, right? Literally every single one of them, right? Here. You can tap. Now you have all the people in your country. And you tap here. This is the world. This is your country. Rip running, I'm playing poker on 2 screens and the game is on 1 screen. What happened to the right? Oh, I accidentally clicked something wrong. Sorry. No. I'm playing poker on 2x screens and like Rip Ranic, like no. You know that like it's really like the bulk battle already basically does 50 attacks at once and auto climbs and everything, so it's even better than just, you know, having x1 battle and you have auto, you climb like that automatically. You have to let your phone run on the side of your room or whatever. Yeah. Started playing from Dhaka, Bangladesh just 2 days ago. I have no idea when I can start earning NFTs. You can start already earning Krypton by playing. There's many ways, there's many videos. I would say I can explain them, but best is to just check it out. There's tons of videos on how to earn. Where's the bulk button? The bulk button is there. Here's the bulk button. You can do 1, 2, you see it here. It is not enough. I can give you an in-depth answer to your question. Automating these kind of things is actually really bad for the experience. Maybe because of you, in your setting where you want a multi-account, it's easier, but in reality, doing that turns the fun part of doing battles into a grind. it's really not a good game design decision to have just, you know, auto battle. You're better off automating it, which is literally what bullet battle is. How to win in auctions, any tips? Buy low, sell high. GG Slugs, are you still watching, or you're not watching anymore? Also, this pet, quite a few. There's only 550 that sold. That's almost nothing. I'm just saying, like, that's just ridiculous. Like this, by the way, is just, I mean, this is gonna be the most rare pet. It's gonna be the rarest hero skin. How you mean how to buy? It's here. You don't see it on your screen? It's that guy. How you mean you can't see it? No, not that, the streamer, the pet. I don't get what you mean. Do you have the hero as a deal, Adriel? Do you have this? Ah, no, 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 no. No, I'm not mentioning a pet. This hero. Sorry, this hero. This hero will be super... I mean, I don't even understand why. Only 550 people got this skin. This hero, new hero. It's like... It's all the way on the bottom, the hero. Sogio, all the way on the bottom when you scroll the way down. Here it is. I will get quite some. $12K. People are just not buying so much. Give me a rough idea of the probability of winning from scratch with zero investment in the game. With all my knowledge, what I would be doing is with the next big patch, right, we will add the cow villain boost. I would join a community of a person that is giving out, you know, mystery chests. It can get you 2000 krypton. So you already instantly have 2000 krypton. And with 2000 krypton, you can start buying and selling on the auction house. That's what I would do. The way it's like 10, the limit is 10 per player. We will see how it pans out. If your viewers would provide fully playable prototypes for minigames, would you consider adding them to the game if they are any good? Written in Unity, of course. Nah. It's not that easy. Our game works with entitas and such. You couldn't just, you know, write a minigame and we can just implement it. It doesn't work like that. Also, there is offline play and everything. Like the game is actually quite, there's quite some structure to it. Yeah. We will have some nice additions. But yeah, like for the people watching, like even like this this other guy earlier, right? What is his name? Mr. DG Slux, right? This is what you get. If you don't want to spend 20 bucks, you spend your sale points. It's really like, this is $20, right? If you use sale points, right, to buy this deal, because you're already level 5, you can sell it easily for 10k on the auction house, which is already about 15 bucks. It's about $15. You can just make like that. So yeah, in that regards, I don't really understand why it's so easy to make money in this game. You can get so easily 25 sale points if you're already level 5. Can I swap the face of the hero skin, the rare one? I don't get what you mean with that question. Of course you can. But the hero that you buy here, right? This is just a placeholder. When you buy the skin, it doesn't even have anything. You have to equip it on your hero. Like here, you equip it here. That's where you equip it. Oh. Here. You click a hero and you can just here equip it. It's actually really well done. I think yeah, I actually really like what we do here with the pets and the skins and stuff. It's really cool. Yeah. The next pet rarity is but yeah, the next pet will be epic, and but so basically, just so you guys know, right, for the cow villain will have its own pet, exclusive pet, but that patch will be for Monday, I think. So people will only have from Monday till Thursday to get that exclusive skin. And it's actually a new skin. It's a modification of the one that you will have Thursday, but it will have a different name, and it will be its own skin, and it will be also shiny legendary. It won't be shiny rare, just so you know. And I will show you guys maybe tomorrow, well, not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, when the skin is out, I will show you guys the special one that people can get for the cow event. You need $5,000. Good news is though, you can use Gooby and Doobie. Probably, well, yeah, you will be able to use Doobie on the G4G store. It's time for people to use their crypto. I mean, a lot of people are sitting on a lot of purpose and Doobie. It's time to spend that. Actually, it's quite, I would say it's even plus EV to spend that. Because it's 5K and you get an exclusive skin that I think maybe only 5 people will get. How many people? Who would do it? Who would do it? Who would do it? It's 5K. It feeds also people, eh? You have to buy 500 mystery boosts for your community. People in your community, you know, free to play or play to earn. If they spend, you get a cut. Not only that, but it's kind of hard knowing it's going to be $10 in less than a month. Ah, that's true. Makes them more rare though. It just makes them more rare. There might just be 3 in circulation. Because that's, you gotta imagine, right? Imagine there is like a skin you can sell in World of Warcraft, right? And there's only 3 out of them in circulation in the entire World of Warcraft. What is the value? It's not gonna be 5K worth. No, it's gonna be much more than that. 10 to 20k max? No, I feel that's not true. Spectral Tigers sell for $50,000. And there is thousands of them, if not 10,000 of them. Like, if the game does well, right? These exclusive skins, of which there was only a few, they're gonna be like, you only need one fucking, you know, guy from Dubai be interested in the game, and he would drop, you know, he would pop anything. Like, I see even these kind of skins sell for $500,000. You might say like, but man, you're crazy, Athene. That's not how it works. Well, yeah, that is how it works. If the supply is very limited, you only need 2 people going ham, and yeah, like. I'm checking Spectral Tigers here. When I was checking during TBC, there was one for 50k. Checked it on the stream. They seem to have dropped in price when I check now. But yeah, price goes up and down. Might be because WoW is dying. Well, yeah, but it was at 50k at one point. I mean, the price dropped, but it was at 50k. Am I too late to join Clash of Streamers? Of course not. The way the game works, Peter Parker, is there's catch-up mechanics. You will catch up on everyone that's already playing. Yeah. The catch-up is really nice, and I'm a long-time player, but that way I feel it's more even. But you gotta play some time to gather it all. Yeah. If you want to catch up, you gotta play a long time. The catch-up is a very smart mechanic, by the way. Is there something to keep in mind as a free-to-play player? sometimes you can even spend money and immediately get more back out of it. It's like free to play becomes quite hard if you spend $50 and you can make $15 back. It's really hard to do that. So Adriel, how are you doing, by the way? How is your community going? Everything still going chill, Jill? Wild blueberry. Let me tell you something, right? Wild blueberry. What you can do, right? If you're a free-to-play player and you reach account level 5, right? You can use sale points to buy this skin here, this exclusive skin. What you do is you spend $50 for the 90% off deal. You get 25 sale points. You buy this skin. Well, now it's this one. Next week it's another one. You go to the auction house. You sell it for whatever, 10,000, 11,000, 12,000. Some sell even for 20k Krypton. You get that Krypton. You go to, here. You give it. Bam. You gift it here. You immediately get $15 back. Literally, you spend $50, you get $15 back on your wallet, which is absolutely crazy. You need to be account level 5 though, so you have to have played quite a bit for a free to play. Then you might as well just have spent the $50 earlier and basically, do the seasonal challenge and prestige, which increases your progress a lot. So spending is a no-brainer in the game. It's just a no-brainer. So that's why I was talking earlier to to DJ Slux, right? He said that he's played and he's VIP 4 and didn't make anything. Like, you really gotta take advantage of the mechanics in the game, because that's how you really can earn a lot. Get people in your family to join your community and such. Like Adriel is making $120 a day. Roche parents cried after watching your live stream and Cassidy's. I'm just glad I can help, and I know that it must be even hard for them to see their kid having a hearing disability and not being able to provide not be able to provide for the hearing aids because of when and where they got born. It's just unfair. And the reason why I can provide with my community is because of where and when we got born. And where and when we got born should not define what you can give to your children. That's just unfair. That's not right. And it must be really hard for them. And I can just say sorry. That's what I have to say. I apologize for them being in that shitty situation, because everyone deserves the same opportunities. It's just sad. I've said it already before. I said it yesterday as well. I have really mixed feelings about it. Like, it's so little effort for us as a community to provide for something life-changing for someone that it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be up to us to provide for it. It should be everyone should just be equal. Like, so yeah, that's what I want to say to her parents. Just I'm sorry that they even have to go through what they have to go through, and it's the least I can do. And if they are in a position in their life where they can give back, give back. It's really what I think, by the way. I'm not even saying this to it's really truly what I think. Well, it's just how it is. I mean, it's just true. You cannot just roll a dice and then, oh yeah, now you're born in a poor country and now you're gonna struggle the rest of your life, and opportunities are only available if someone on the other side of the world finds the empathy to help you out. That's just so not right. It's just not right. So yeah, in that regards, I'm glad I could help though, in the community. I hope that it showcases what the game can do. And I do actually really believe that if the game starts lifting off, it can bring about a lot of change to many people's lives. Really hope so. That's Philippines, yeah, Maral, that's Philippines. But yeah, Adriel, keep doing what you're doing, eh? By the way, Mark Smells Drama, how is your community going? I'm checking with the content creators, huh? How is your community going? I know I'm already streaming over time, but hey, might as well just check. Don't know if he's still watching. It's much more active, but still small. You're helping them out a bit? Isn't that crazy? How you grow? How fast it goes? That's nice. What about you, Sherry? How is that going? Don't know if she's still watching or he's still watching. How's your community going? Must also be growing for sure, because we see the downloads. You can have a community, yes, and be part of someone else's community. Yes, you can. Actually, when you're in your own community and you buy stuff, you don't get an extra cut. So being in someone else's community, when you spend money, gives them stuff. But you can't do it to yourself. You could, of course, have another account and do it there, but yeah. It's nice. Philippines is growing. The community in the Philippines is growing. No. You can be in any community you want to be in. I'm in level 18, but I only have 5 Krypton. But you just started playing the game. Are you actually level 18 in the game? Because that's really high for free to play. Were you able to give Gubi to people who gifted Krypton before Gubi existed? That's not there yet. It will take a while before we do it. Yeah. Vaders Pops. I have a 20k English channel on TikTok with my demographic in Vietnam. Any tips on how to switch it up? Do you live in Vietnam? Vaders Pops. You live in Vietnam. Because we need a community creator in Vietnam. If you really take it very serious and make good content, but you have to really put your soul into it, because else it's not gonna go anywhere. Yeah. By the way, Vaders Pops, like, there is quite some content creators that I've already featured, and it does a lot. But we need someone in Vietnam as well. We need someone in Vietnam. Yeah. It's nice to expand like this from country to country. It's really nice. Oh. There's no other game that does that. Isn't that really cool? We just pump ads, right? We see the top countries that are actually, you know, being targeted, where the ads are the most effective. People in the community start joining. Then, you know, some start making content. They get featured for these specific countries. They blow up very quickly. It's really kind of nice. And then the people that join, they immediately have a connection with someone in the community. Any content specific? Well, best is YouTube, I guess. YouTube, right? Probably YouTube, TikTok, whatever, wherever you want to make content. But like, it's about also starting, you know, Vietnamese Facebook group and Vietnamese maybe Telegram, and really interact with them and solve questions and stuff. It's quite a dedication. It's a lot of work. And if you're really serious about it and you make good content, mainly the first stuff you got to make is how to earn. Got to really teach them how to earn. You got to show how you can cash out and everything. But if you do that, I'll feature you. And that's a big deal, by the way. It's really a big deal, getting featured. But you really need to be making dedicated content in the language of people well, of Vietnam. I don't know what language they speak there. So yeah, I would make Vietnamese content. It's really cool. What about locally featured communities later on? I mean, right now it's mainly very effective during the growing phase, right? Each country gets their own content creators. Making it even city-wise. I don't know how many people in a city join a game. But your wife could do it. Your wife could do it, Vaderspops. But it has to be done with soul. You don't need to be a gamer, you need to be a content creator. You also need a face, not just the gameplay, you need a face too. We don't have so many Arab countries right now at all, actually. Right now, actually, the countries we need content creators for are, well, we already have Brazil, Philippines and Indonesia. We need Vietnam, Thailand. And what is on the rise is US. US as well. The land of the free, America. But like, it's still on the low. It's coming, it's climbing, but it's still on the low. What about Russia? This very low in the list. We have a German content creator, but like there's not so many downloads from Germany. It's like if you make content, right? But most of the ads, literally 90% goes to the countries I just listed. You're not gonna grow fast. You can do it, but I mainly look for content creators for the ads we target, because this is literally 10,000s of players that come into the game. They don't know what to do. If then there is a person that speaks their language, makes contents, helps them out, guides them, manages it, like it just, it ripples like crazy. It increases retention rates and everything, and you make money. I mean, Adriel is making more than $100 a day because of Filipinos spending in his community. It's insane. Like, and he's gonna make even more. So like, getting featured is just easy. We're not targeting Brazil. Facebook is just doing the targeting for us. Bangladesh is really on the low end. Although at one point there was more ads in Bangladesh, but it went back down. $10,000 installs in Philippines cost Athene $700 per day. I don't understand what you mean with that. I do believe Arab people play this game. We are actually in the process of optimizing the game for Arab countries because we are removing all the slots. Well, we're not removing the slots. We're putting a different, just a different layout. I'm getting more than 25 sale points a day and about $5 worth of Krypton. Well, if you get more than 25 sale points, with these 25 sale points, you can buy like easy a skin, exclusive skin that you can sell for 15 bucks. So you're already making $20 a day. That's $600 a month. And that's really when you do it low effectivity, very low effectivity. If you do a better job, right? Well, not a better job. If your community grows, it's just going to go up and up and up. %84% of mobile monetization is from ads in Philippines. I don't even think that's true, by the way. It's not true. Is that feasible for everyone? $20 a day. Well, if you really into, well, Ramajuano makes $3,000 a month, easy. I think, please, you're stressing me out. I'm not featured and I'm not making $100 a day. Vegan sus. If you make content and you put your soul into it, I'll feature you. If the country is very effective at downloading the game, then I don't mind doing that. Yeah. Yeah, people that want to come over, here's the link. Yeah, if Arab countries go up, I will look for people in the Arab community to make content for sure. Right now it's just, well, you can already start, you know, for in the future, but for now it's like there's not enough people downloading it. Rip Rannick just lost his sub just now. That's the first thing. It's the first time I see that. But what I want to say, right, Rip Rannick, you can already start. Oh, it's back. What the fuck? It was gone for one message. Here. You can apply here. And people can also, you know, if you want, here is the official Telegram. Also try to do your 3 daily trades for Gooby and Doobie. Also get yourself some sweet ass purpose. I mean, in a few weeks, it's gonna go to $10, so yeah. Get it. Keep it up. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.